This is 1.21 Minecraft Hardcore, where one wrong move and I'll be forced to touch grass. Just kidding. In this video, I'm going to be transforming this boring mountain into the village base of my dreams. I've set myself a cap of 300 days, and in order to achieve that, I'll be building multiple farms, creating super smelters, and moving in some of the locals along the way. Enjoy the video. It was day 0. I had just spawned into the world, and I saw a tree that I liked, so I walked over to it. Okay, look, we've all seen this part. Cue the progression montage. So I'm gonna keep heading, I don't know, in this direction, I guess. Oh my goodness, wait, this might be it. I think this is the mountain. Oh, I have a really cool idea for this. Grab the diamonds, go. Grab the diamonds and go. Okay, so the goal right now is really just to get diamonds so I can make full diamond armor, which I'll need to fight the Ender Dragon. We're at 15 diamonds. Yes! Alright, there's a diamond chest plate, diamond legs. Let's put those babies on. The hunt for diamonds continues. There we go. And one more. Awesome. There it is. There's the helmet. There is the boots. Okay, we've done the basic start. We've got full diamond armor. Now, through the help of a little bit of editing, here we are. All right, to the nether. Boom. Dragon killing time. Get him while he comes down. There it is. Oh my goodness, I almost screwed that up. All right, now we gotta find a end city. So, I don't know why I just popped like 3 apples. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this brewing stand. Healing potions are a nice touch. Mr. Shulker, I will be taking that shell. There it is, in all its glory. What a elytra, let's grab it. Boop, boop, mine now. I built a mob farm, built a kelp farm, built an iron farm. This one's passable. And I did a fair bit of shaping around the mountain about halfway up, which I decided to use for a small storage area and enchantment area. Okay, we are officially caught up. The main goal is transforming this mountain forest into the village base of my dreams, and in order to do that, I've broken it down into 4 major goals. Each of these has a varying amount of sub-goals I will be completing in order to check it off. So let's get started with goal 1. First, I want to get a few totems, that way I don't die and lose my world, and then second, I want to upgrade a few of my diamond tools to netherite, and then the third thing is I need to get rid of the forest, and finally I can start terraforming. Okay, raid complete. Let's get those netherite tools. I'm gonna go with the TNT method for gathering ancient debris, but I don't have any sand, so let's fix that. So I ended up flying over to a small sandy area and managed to get a couple stacks of sand. And luckily, I still have gunpowder built up from the mob farm and using it to repair my tools. The next step is finding a netherite upgrade kit inside of a bastion. So I headed to the nether, and I managed to find a bastion and then made sure my bow hand was still working. I opened up the first chest I saw and actually managed to get the upgrade template. Ooh, nice. Now, it was time to use all that TNT I had crafted, so I made my way down to Y level 15 and started gathering ancient debris. And for now, I was only able to find 8 total. And then I remembered I needed gold bars to make netherite ingots in the first place, and I just wanted to upgrade my pickaxe and my shovel for now, and I only had 1 template, and I was completely out of diamonds and low on gold, so I had to hit the mines. I knew there'd be some behind there. Wow, this cavern is honestly really cool. Yoink. Okay, with 7 diamonds, a piece of netherrack, and the template, we can duplicate them. So I'll just make like 4 of them for now. And with that, I really only have enough debris for 2 upgrades, which was the plan anyway. So I upgraded my main pickaxe and my shovel. And the truth is, I have a lot of dirt to move. So you see this forest here? It needs to go. So we need to make flint and steel because I'm burning this whole forest down. Let's go. Yeah, I think 17's probably enough. Okay, it's time to give Mother Nature a big middle finger. I guess we'll just start kind of like here at the end and, ow, make our way around. Ow, light every tree we see. Looks like it's going very well. Very well indeed. This is going great. All right. Ow. All right, we're like not even close to being done here. We're going all the way to like, probably like this cliff right here. Yeah, that's a good place to stop right there. Oh no, he's on fire. No, he's on fire. I gotta put him out. No, he's dead. Oh, burning down the entire forest sure is hard work. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most fun I've had in Minecraft in at least 5 minutes. Ow. We're on fire now! Into the water we go! How fares the forest fire? It's still going. Let's take a look at my handiwork here. Yeah, we're getting there. Let's keep it burning. All right, so now that the forest is mostly gone, all we need to do is go ahead and level out the terrain. So let's do that. We are partway into the leveling, and we still have a lot to go. As of right now, I think I'm going to take all of this down to this level here. So let's do it. Okay, with the terraforming done, we can check off goal 1 and move on to goal 2, which is making the mountain. The terraforming did take the amount of time I figured, about 30 days, and during that time, I managed to lay out a basic perimeter for the village in dirt. But now I want to finish the wall. Whoa, my lights are literally just broke in the middle of that. All right, we just gotta fix this. All right, back to the wall. I'm going to use debarked spruce and birch for the wall because I think they look good together, and I calculated the perimeter to be about 3,000 of each log type, and the problem is I burned down the forest, and I don't really want to manually collect all of the wood anyway, so this is a perfect segue into building the first farm of the video, the TNT tree farm. I already have a perfect spot for it, and to do that, I'm going to need to burn down just a little bit more forest. So I know we've already burnt down one forest in the last 100 days, but, you know, might as well go for 2. Okay, it's still burning down, but I'm just going to use the time to kind of clear out a little area here. I've just declared war on forests, given that I've burnt 2 down, and I'm crafting a crafting table for every subscriber that I have, which, by the way, is going really well. I definitely think this is where I want it. Is there something actually physically burning inside of this, though? I think there is. Just taking a little time to clear out an area. I'm actually going to place it lower than originally thought, just because I want it to be level with the ground. I don't really want it to stick up like that. I thought I would be okay with that, but I think it's just going to look better if it's in the ground, effectively. I've already gone through, like, 3 totems of undying. I just had a creeper pop up behind me and blow his freaking load. Okay, so these are the materials that we need. It isn't really that bad at all, so let's go gather it all. All right, we've got everything collected here. We just need to go ahead and throw it in a shulker. Let's get building, baby. All right, so we're here. I just started on it, just placed the first block. Let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because I don't want to get blown up by a creeper again. Pause. So, unfortunately, my replay footage got corrupted for the building process, so I don't have any cool super cinematic angles of the farm build, so you'll just have to use your imagination for now. I'm 100% confident that this thing is not going to work. Build that. No! Gah! I keep falling. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at building. Why am I doing this to myself? Zombie, I'm not in the mood right now. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure everything should be working, so now it's just a matter of trying everything out and making sure that it works, so let's give it a shot. Okay, so I guess we gotta make sure that our uh-oh. Something went wrong. We blew it up. We blew it up! No! I went back and made sure that every single block was exactly the same as the schematic, like even making the signs the same wood type. I think I'm kind of paranoid now. And I've never built a TNT duper before, so that was kind of fun to learn how to do. And now I'm going to grab some saplings and we're going to try this again. I'm going to try and explain just briefly what's going on here. I stand here and plant and bone meal the tree so that it grows. The TNT duper drops a TNT onto the tree, blowing up the tree and providing saplings, wood, and sticks of the sapling that I'm using. There's a water shaft that sends the items up and it fills my inventory with saplings. And then there's a bone meal chest attached to the hoppers and a dropper so I can keep the farm going. It's super simple, really, and even though it's a manual farm, it is super fast, and it's going to make building this wall really easy. I think they might just be interested in my farm, you know? They're like, what is that giant freaking tower that we see? Ow. I should probably fill that hole, huh? Okay, so I've been running the farm for about 10-15 minutes or so, and let's see how it fares. Oh my god, yes! Oh, this is great. That is actually, I think that's enough spruce for sure. Now we just got to do the birch. That is so, oh, this thing's so awesome. Yo, big freaking ups to the guy that made this farm. This farm's sick. Let's do the birch trees now. I ran the tree farm for about 30 minutes and was able to gather all the wood I need for the walls. So now I just got to shulker everything back over and it's time to build the wall. I just need to make sure I don't screw up my pattern. I'm counting to 2. Like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Let's take a look at everything and see how everything looks. Just gonna make sure everything is equal. Make sure there's no double placements. Okay, I think that's a good start. Let's go to bed so we don't get blown up in the middle of building the wall. Okay, so I kind of forgot to torch the area and mobs are spawning like crazy. So let's put some torches down and prevent that. Doesn't look that good, but whatever. We'll fix it later. Okay, so the good news is that we're almost already through goal 2 and we're at 100 days. And I've never done a long-term world with some sort of time restriction before. And now that the walls are done, I'm going to carve out a basic path so I can start to kind of section out areas of the village base. So I've finished up laying out all the paths. They're not final. I just kind of wanted to get like a pathway idea for it. It is currently day 101, which means we are behind schedule. But I'm having fun, so who cares what day it is? I think the next thing I want to do is get the buildings designed and put into the world. Now it's time to move on to goal 3, which is my favorite part, building the village. I don't exactly have a plan laid out for what I'm going to be doing here, and I think I'm just going to start building and just kind of hope that inspiration takes over. I'm going to start with my house, where I'm going to crash at night, and so cue another building montage. Mr. Sheep did die in a tragic forest fire, so I'm making a tower in his memory, and after that, I'm going to add a windmill, because I always like the look of windmills. Okay, so I've built a couple of decorative buildings up to this point, and I think it's time to do a few functional ones. And the first one is going to be a super smelter, and the design that I'm using, I'm also linking in the description. Let's gather all the materials we need and get building these super smelters. Oh, yeah, I'm making 2, by the way. Okay, we've got all the dark oak materials. Now let's go get the spruce materials. I should have some. Well, the bad news is I do not have any spruce planks. So we got to go to the tree farm once again for like the 12th time. If I were clay, I would be right here. Perfect. Let's grab all this. We don't need a whole lot. We really only need, I think, like 50 blocks of brick. Let's just get that done real quick here. Okay, so we need 48 rails, and we can only make 6 because we don't have enough gold. So we gotta go mine some gold. Into the hole where the glow squid farm is that I haven't actually showed yet, but I built a glow squid farm. Hey, guys. See ya. See ya. I actually don't have the space in my inventory. Okay. Fortune needs to pop off of this gold, yes. Oh, there's also a lot of mobs. See something cool? And that should be everything that we need for this build, so let's get started with it. Okay, just gotta put the last, like, finishing touches on the build here. Yeah, I think we're done. And I'm gonna be making another one because having 2 of something is always better than having 1. Next, I decided that I was going to tear down the dried kelp farm, and the reason for that is it's kind of an eyesore, and second, it's literally only made like 6 stacks of dried kelp in like 110 days. And with the kelp farm gone, I've made room for what I'm calling Town Hall, and I'm going to be coming back to this build later on because for now I kind of just wanted to set a spot aside for it. The next part is spicing up the paths, and in order to do that, I need some moss blocks and moss carpets. So the next build is going to be, yeah, you guessed it, a moss farm. I want to put it over in the corner and make a very compact version. So here's a list of all the materials that I'm going to be using. It's super compact, like I said, so this shouldn't take very long to build at all. And there we go. Super quick build, and it produces all these different items too. Now that it's built, I want to decorate it properly, and for that, I'll need mossy cobblestone. So I picked a direction, and I flew around for a while trying to find an old-growth taiga. I did find the biome I was looking for eventually, and I managed to take care of some of the locals. Spent a little bit of time gathering it, because I'm going to need a bunch of it, and then I decided to head back and finish the exterior. The next thing I want to do is add some water around it to kind of, make it look better. Okay, just a few finishing touches. I think vines will do good in making the space feel mossy. Put down a few glowberries for good measure, and here's the final product. It's not the most perfect build, but that's all right. Lastly, I just worked on blending the area outside with the water so it looked more natural. Now that I had a stable source of moss, I could finally finish upgrading the paths around town, and I decided to go with a moss block trim around the dirt pathing. I also took some time to take care of those ugly torches sticking out and put them underneath the moss carpet. Next, I decided that in order to add a little bit more detail, I'd be using pink petals from the cherry blossom biome, and I used them just to accent the paths, and I think it looks pretty good, honestly. After applying a healthy amount of petals around the village, I kind of fell under the cherry blossom spell and made a small cherry tree area because, come on, they're just so pretty, right? After that, I managed to singe my foot on a campfire, then out of anger used my shovel to smother it to death, and kind of liked the look of the deceased campfires, so I made a couple more. You see this crafting table museum? I think it looks just wrong covered in crafting tables, so I'm going to design the outside to make it look a little bit better. These are the materials that I'll need. As you can probably tell, that's a lot more wool than I currently have, so there's two things we need to do before I can design the outside. First, I need to find a way to generate lots of wool, and second, I need to find a way to get black dye quicker than manually slaying every squid I see. Let's start by moving all the sheep I have in storage to the Mr. Sheep Tower. Okay, I'm gonna try and lead the boat and fly to the drop-off point because you can do that now in 1.21, and not a very good start. I've managed to miss the boat entirely, and Mr. Chicken took his seat. Okay, change of plans. I'm using minecarts, so I'll need to build up the area with netherrack because it's the worst looking block, but I literally have a ton of it. Okay, so the path's done now. I just need to place the tracks and put down some powered rails. Sheep number 1 is off, and sheep number 1 is back. I'm gonna use furnace carts because I can't be asked to go mine more gold right now. Get in the cart. Get in the freaking mine cart. Thank you. No. Oh. You just had to shoot it, didn't you? Now the furnace. This is so annoying. Oh my god. No. The furnace idea did eventually work, and I was able to finally start getting the sheep right where I wanted them. Okay, so, yeah, I've only managed to move 3 sheep. However, all it takes is a little bit of wheat, and we can have a party. Heh. Multiply, multiply, you guys should multiply. Are you gonna multiply? I am definitely going to need to speed up wool production if I plan on getting this done anytime soon, so I'm gonna do something that some might deem unethical. It's a string duper. That's all it is. It dupes string. Okay, with the wool acquisition covered, now I need to figure out a way to get lots and lots of black dye. And for that, I'm going to build another squid farm, and I'm going to use the same design for the regular squid farm that I used for the glow squid farm. Just want to cut in real quick and say that this squid farm took me absolutely the longest amount of time out of any build, and you'll see why in a bit. I'm completely out of glass, so I need to go gather more sand. Whoa, big sand trap. Luckily, the super smelters are here, and they make quick work of it. I've also laid out the width of the Squid Cooker 5000, and I've smelted a ton of glass, so I'm going to use some of that to just do a little extra something around the outside. Okay, I finished the surrounding glass wall, and now I need to get rid of all of this water. And sadly, I don't have any sponges yet because I haven't done an ocean monument, but I do end up going to an ocean monument later on, and you'll see why. Oh, looks like the farm's already working, and I haven't even built it yet. Just want to make it clear this is not my build. It's actually Shulker Crafts, and I'll post a link in the description if you want to build it in your world as well. Okay, I had to make another trip to the repairing station. Oh, cool, a traveling trader. Got anything good? Nope. Carry on. I'm going to be using white concrete as the collection platform, so I spent a fair bit of time building a powder tower and then was able to get a nice dopamine hit for collecting all the finished concrete. Also, I'm completely out of magma blocks, so back to the nether. And the magma blocks are going to be used as the killing platform. The rest of the build went really smooth, so here it is. Okay, now I just need to build up like 100 blocks for the AFK spot. So up we go, build the platform, down we go. Let's get a look at all these squids spawning. Hello? Oh. I forgot that in order for this farm to work, I have to clear out all the water in the spawn zone. Okay, so with the mini HUD mod that I have installed, it displays this red sphere, and essentially what this means is that everything within this red sphere I will have to clear out in terms of water. So there is no way that I'm going to be using dirt or sand to clear this much water. So let's head to an ocean monument, and I actually spotted one on my way looking for mossy cobblestone. Just here for the sponges, I'll see myself out. Okay, we're back, and I need to place a retaining wall every 5 blocks or so, and then use the sponges to clear the water. And this is going to take a while, so let's montage this one too. Just want to interrupt and say we have finished the walls, and it's time for the sponges to start sucking. I'm running back and forth between the nether and the overworld, like drying out the sponges. Now that it's done, we can finally get squid ink for black dye, for black wool, so that I can make a giant crafting table look less ugly. Awesome. Totally worth it. Good news too, it's actually spawning squids now. This took like probably 20 in-game days, not gonna lie. First batch of squid ink into black dye, let's go! And I just worked on building the exterior of the crafting table museum. I think it looks a lot better than just 1,300 crafting tables alone. I guess I'll use this time to plug the current challenge that I'm working on in this world. So as of recording this, 40 days ago, I started placing a crafting table in my world for every subscriber I have, and this is me from the future, and I'm currently at 9,228, so that's kind of why there's a massive crafting table in the middle of my village. It does have a purpose, and it's meant to celebrate that. At this point, I've hit 200 days, which is amazing for me because usually I play for 2 weeks and quit. This world feels so good and fun to play on, and I'm having such a good time, and if you like this too, please consider subscribing because it means a lot, and I've got so many other projects planned for this world and this series. Okay, I've been neglecting organization on this world pretty much for the last month because I've just been building so many things, so I'm just going to take a quick moment to get things put away and put away in the right place. I worked on adding some final touches to the village base, like adding some spruce fencing on the top to add dimension, and put some lanterns down to help keep mobs from jumping down and messing up my day. And you've probably noticed that there are some empty spots, and that's completely intentional because I have more things to add in before I consider this project complete, and I'm purposely leaving space for additional buildings and farms later on down the road. The next thing I want to work on is the trading hall, and it's just going to be really small in scale because I don't have a whole lot of villagers stored. How do I word this? They're a little cramped in here. The good news is I got them all here. They have good trades, and I started to do something here, but this looks like trash. We're not going to do that. We're going to make it look nice, and we're going to put them in the village because we need villagers here. Don't have a plan yet. I'm going to just lay out some blocks and kind of get an idea. Okay, so this will be the first row here, I'm thinking. Okay, so now that the trader hall is done, I just need to minecart them into their permanent closet spaces. I'm really hoping that this goes better than moving those sheep. Get in the minecart. Drop in. Get in there. Please, just one, please. Needless to say, it wasn't going very well. That's gonna be a problem. No, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. No, 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 no. No, no, not approved. Not approved. You're not allowed to do that. No, we're literally back where we started. Okay, let's get a couple more power rails put down. Okay. Okay. Get him in there. Just get him in there. Get him up. 3, 2, 1. There he is. Arrived just on time. Okay, so I was on the second to last villager and the iron golem finally decided to start protecting. Really? He got so invested in pushing me away that he launched the villager on the rail. Don't worry, they're going somewhere safe. Safe-ish, idiot. Okay, we've got one more villager to move. Okay, no, 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 stop, 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 stop. No, 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 no. Get back here, get back here. Stop it. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, whatever. It's just gonna go. All right, that's fine. After I managed to rub my remaining brain cells together, I managed to get all the villagers into place. And I also decided to name the iron golem, and he is now known as Bernard. Don't feed Bernard. I also re-rolled one trader for a sharpness 5 book because my sword was only sharpness 4, and I also managed to get a feather falling 4 book because I'd already dropped out of the sky more than enough times already. That was a lot, and with all of those things done, it's time to move on to goal 4, which I'm just calling the final touches. Heading into the final chapter of this, it's time to clean up things that aren't meant to be permanent, like the railway supports. Now I can move on to coloring the sheep. So I began by putting them in their permanent places. Oh, he's going in on his own. This is about how much of each colored dye I'll need to make the swirl pattern, so I better get busy living or get busy dying. Okay, nothing really that interesting, just managed to collect a few of each colored dye. Cyan, magenta, gray. Oh, I'll need some black dye for gray dye. It's a good thing I overcompensated with that squid farm, otherwise I'd have to manually slay squids, which in this particular case would probably be faster, because of course I used all the dye and haven't AFK'd at all, so let's AFK for literally like a minute. Great, that's more than enough black dye. Okay, and there's the gray dye, there's the purple dye. All right, I'm gonna grab all the dyes in order and start coloring the sheep. No, 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 no. Get back in your pen. Thank you. Thank you. Good, 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 good. Okay, now that all the sheep are colored, it's time to get shearing. This is going to take all night. Okay, it's been all night, and this is where we're at. We're like a third of the way done, so back to edge shearing. Kind of soothing, you know? So it's almost like therapeutic, I guess. Just running around in a circle and shearing sheep. Also, for the plan, I need to get all these sheep in the center out of the way. So let's see if we can get them in the house here. Come on, guys. Come on in. There you go. Come on in. Come on, don't be shy. Can you not fit through? Maybe that'll work. All right, let's, come on in, everyone. Come on. That's most of them. The rest of these guys, Mr. Sheep's looking down. He's not happy with what he's seeing, but you know what? He's not here anymore. He's trying to climb. He's trying to get out of the mess. Okay, this may seem ridiculous what I'm doing right now, but this is because I literally have no wheat being generated right now. I've destroyed all my farms and have a lot to go in terms of progress on these sheep here. So I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, give them all a nice piece of wheat and they can, you know, figure out the rest, so to speak. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. I can just hold wheat in my offhand. They'll come to me and then I can just get it all done like really easily. Okay, I don't know how this is happening or why this is happening, but we've got some intermixing of colors, which is totally fine because they're sheep, you know? You can do that with sheep. I think we've got plenty of everything. And we can finally do the design that I've been planning. Sweet! Let's do it. Okay, first layer done. Cool. You may be wondering, what the heck are you doing? But that's okay, because we have a plan. Well, part of a plan. We'll put these guys there to there, and then this will be gray. Okay, I've laid out exactly where I want the colors to be, so now I just need to fill in the circle. I have a plan for the perimeter of it as well. I want to do white wool, just I think it would look better because it'll contrast everything. I'm surprised I haven't hit any of them yet with the shovel. I'm gonna be completely honest here. Lastly, I just need to fill in the pens with the correct sheep colors. I think we're done. Now that I've done like the entire trim in the white, I think I don't like the inside trim being white. So I'm gonna go back through and essentially attempt to fix it. So yeah. Okay, now I just need to light the area up with torches. So we're gonna put an orange one there, and bada bing. There we go. There's 2 creepers in there. Ah! Well, all I can say is they served their purpose. They only made it about 10 days, and little did they know that the creeper would be their demise. Okay, so Mr. Sheep's Rainbow Tower is finally done, and it's time for me to do finishing touches. These finishing touches included creating farmland on some of the slopes, building a hedge maze, removing old map art that served no purpose, creating walled areas for aesthetics, placing walls around some areas of the path to give some dimension, building myself a swimming pool because I always wanted a swimming pool, and I left my moss farm on while doing all those things so I could finish my pathways. All right, let's check on the moss farm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're good on moss for a while. I finished putting new moss around the paths. I created a few more water features of the stone brick. I added slabs so I wouldn't need to keep jumping. At night, I found places to add lanterns. I built a cherry blossom tree swing, and it was now day 286. As I approached day 300, I realized I hadn't interacted with bees ever in Minecraft, so I built a little bee area behind the super smelters. We've got a... Uh-oh. We're not in favor. And with the finishing touches complete, it's safe to say that I've completed all 4 major goals I set out in the beginning. The point of this series was to push myself out of my comfort zone, and I've actually never played a hardcore world before this, so this one definitely does feel special. And now I get to look around and be proud of the things I accomplished. There is still tons of room to expand and tons of room to build new and exciting things. I'm calling this episode a success, and if you managed to make it this far, all I can say is thank you and see you around.